All right, and now I'd like to welcome our next speaker, a World Campus student, Stephanie Reynolds.
While my talk today is about technology and the World Campus student, I cannot speak about that without introducing you all to a World Campus student, me. My name is Stephanie Reynolds, and I'm a senior at Penn State University World Campus, majoring in organizational leadership with a minor in labor studies and employment relations. I just turned 40 years old this past Sunday. I'm a mother to 4 young adults. I've been married 20 years to my husband, who is here in the room today. I have a full-time job as a supervisor in public service, and I am very active in organized labor. How could someone like me find the time to go back to school at all, let alone full-time? You are looking at a World Campus student who writes discussion commentary in her giraffe pajamas at midnight, and I'm not kidding. Watches lecture videos on her phone during her bus commute to and from work, and can participate in real-time video group discussions with classmates located across the state, across the country, and around the world, all while sitting in the comfort of my sofa. If it were not for technology, neither I nor others like me would even be able to consider going back to school. Now, to bounce off something Miss Rose said, I'm a true exennial. We were born between 1977 and 1982. For those of you who may not know the phrase, I started my childhood with totally analog technology and graduated high school with the world going digital. Email was just starting to be a thing. If you wanted to change something like a font color or add an emoticon, which is what we used to call emojis, you had to know your HTML codes. Even then, the main thing computers were used for was typing papers and chatting on message boards with other classmates sitting in the other computer lab across campus. For our classes, we still needed our textbooks, our notebooks, our pens, and actually sit in a classroom with an actual professor. The only flexibility we had was to choose what days and what times we wanted to take our classes. A working adult either had to modify their life to accommodate such a daylight schedule or attend night school with a very limited academic offering. Today, that has all changed. I'm sure you are well aware. The TV ads for online education are everywhere. They're all geared toward working adults that either start for the first time, continue their education, or further into graduate school. I know from my own experience that even a single inquiry on a single website makes your email explode with recruitment offers. You get promised everything from free computers to a nearly free education. What you don't get is the direction of where you can go to achieve your goals. They get you in the door, they take your money, and then leave you floundering out there in cyberland, just another blip on a server screen. This is where Penn State is different. The professors sometimes never actually meet us, but they do remember us if we have them for more than once over our career. They understand that our other lives get in the way, and they work with us. They hold us to the same accountability as in-class students to get the work done, but we have the flexibility of being online to turn something in at some ungodly hour of the night. They also have the privilege to judge only our work and not be biased by the fact we might attend class in our giraffe pajamas. We have access to the same assistance as campus students in tutoring, counseling support, help with financial aid and scholarships, and pretty much every other aspect of college life as you would on campus. Penn State offers us World Campus students advising support that understands our specific issues. They know your name, not just your ID number. And I bet if we were on campus, we would not be able to have such a relationship with our advisors. There are even more ways than academic for the virtual student to be involved in the flexibility, thanks to the flexibility and the technology that Penn State offers. There are virtual clubs and organizations that have actual ones on campus throughout the state. We can virtually participate in Thon, which, by the way, is really cool. We can listen to guest lectures that are here on campus, participate in concerts and festivals online via live streaming, and even attend virtual job fairs and interest fairs like you see here all around the hub. There's even a World Campus Student Advisory Board, while still in its virtual childhood, has worked with real Penn State departments to enhance the online student's experience. The campaign, A Day in the Life of a Penn State World Campus Student, came out of the Communications and Marketing Committee of the board last year and was featured on the World Campus blog. Here's an example featuring my friend and fellow committee member Chris Moore, all the way from Nova Scotia, Canada. I'm a current member of the board, through which I have been granted opportunities to give input in many areas of Penn State. It is things like these that can make a cold cyber existence change into an experience that makes a virtual student feel like they are truly a Penn Stater. With all of these good things that Penn State does for their virtual student body, though, through technology, there is a really big but. Since 1892, Penn State has been able to deliver a complete university education remotely through correspondence courses, with World Campus opening in 1998. The university touts on its own website that we online students are academic and social equals to our peers that tread the lawns of campuses statewide. Currently, there are upwards of 18,000 of us World Campus students from all 50 states, more than 60 countries, and over 7 continents. The one thing we do not have is a seat at the table of this institution's government. We have World Campus staff who may sometimes speak and advocate for us, but we do not have a vote in any student government association. Not at the University Park Undergraduate Association, where the World Campus offices are based. Not the Graduate and Professional Student Association, which a good portion of World Campus students are graduate students. None of it. Even the World Campus Student Advisory Board that I am a part of is really only an arm of the World Campus Student Affairs Office. 18,000 of us who could help mold the future of Penn State just like any other student, but yet is being included. This country was founded upon many things, but the move by Britain to tax the colonists without representation in Parliament was a catalyst to revolution. Penn State has been doing a very similar thing in that it requires us, at a distance, to pay tuition, but we have no representation, unlike those who are on campus. All is not lost. We can rebuild it. We have the technology. We can make it better than it was. I am proof of this. My audition to speak here today was done via Skype. I was able to share my presentation with my student advisor here so it could be polished. I participated remotely in a final run-through instead of traveling 3 hours to get here to campus. Prime example was when I was privileged to be on a selection committee last semester for a director of student advising for World Campus position that was taking place here at University Park. I was in my office in Pittsburgh. Another of the committee remoted in from the West Coast. We both were there via video and audio, and the candidates could see and hear us just as if we were in the room. This whole day is being shared via live stream on the internet. This alone is proof positive, with a bit of coordination on the university's part, and the same dedication that all student government representatives of Penn State display. World Campus can not only have a voice and a vote, but the opportunity to be fully involved in the progression of not only World Campus education, but the progression of Penn State as an institution. Technology is more than a tool for us online students. Technology is our corrections to the traditions and pride of being part of Penn State. Now, I graduate in May. It is too late for me, but it is not too late for Penn State. The 20 years the World Campus has existed without representation can end with me. Can the Penn State administration do the right thing and hear the online students' voices, or will they remain in virtual silence? Thank you.